All right, I just got home with this engine and transmission that I ordered from LKQ. They came out of a Jetta. Um, so hopefully this is going to work out. I decided to, after looking a little bit more on the engine that's in the car, I decided to go with a new used one. So this one's got a mere 108,000 miles on it. So I'll do a little bit of checking on this one. I'll do the timing chain and the water pump and a few other things. And if everything checks out good, then I think we'll be in good shape. And I decided to get the transmission also because I'm going to have it out anyway. And the guy said that the one in the car is working, but he did say something about a little bit of a shift trouble between first and second. It's got a lot of miles on it. I'm going to have it out anyway. I figure I might as well put in a new one if I got it. So I decided to do that. Just going to try to get them off the truck today, and that's probably about it. So I'll get started on that. All right, there's a couple places I'm going to hook my strap on here. A little eyelet back here. Use that, and then kind of catty corner. There's one up here. All right, I'm going to put this right onto the engine stand. So I have this little plate that I got for the last time I did this that bolts on here on the side. And this allows you to work on the rest of the engine, including, the clutch and stuff back here, because it's not blocking all that. And it's also supposed to prevent the block from flexing a little bit if you're doing the heads, which I'm not taking off. But anyway, I can't remember the name of the place I got this from. I was looking just now. It's not stamped on there or anything. This is their logo. It's got these little swirls. Anyway, it works good. All right, so here's the engine I got. You never really know what kind of condition these are going to be in. They basically just cut them out of the engine bay and pull them kind of as fast as they can. And sometimes they've got certain things and sometimes they don't. So, sometimes it'd be nice to have some of these little hoses. In this case, I was noticing there's a connector here on the intake manifold that they broke off. So like I have the one from the other engine, but sometimes I might break something and I don't know, you know, it's nice to have a backup. So each little thing that's destroyed is one thing that I got to make sure I don't break on the engine that I'm taking out. But this one doesn't look too bad. I make sure I keep my dipstick. All the ignition wires are all cut. That's okay, I've got those, hopefully. Mostly looks all right. Everything's here. So this one, I do want to at least pull the plugs and do a you know, cold leak down test on it, and maybe even pull off the valve cover and just check the timing chain real quick and make sure everything checks out before I do a whole lot with it in case I need to take it back. Anyway, there's that one. This is the one that I took out of the previous GTI. So this one, again, you can see timing chain loose. Again, if you look back here, you can see this one's way off. These are supposed to be in the same orientation, and they're completely different. This one, when I took off the intake, I found a bunch of little metal particles all the way up here in the intake. So this one's got issues for sure. I haven't decided what to do with it yet. It's just been sitting here. But now that I'm doing another one, it's possible there might be some parts on here that I need. You never know. So I'm going to hang on to that one at least until I'm done with this project, because I might need something. So there's that. Now I'll just get that transmission off. All right, today I'm going to be working on evaluating this new used engine. So I want to do the compression check on it and take a look at the timing chain. So we'll take off this intake manifold. Actually, first I'll take out what's left of these ignition wires. Supposedly they did a compression check on this engine, but I'm thinking probably not, because they're going to put these back. I don't think. Okay, so I got all the bolts out. There was one little hose left connected here that they didn't cut, plus this ground wire for the throttle. Alright, so as you can see here, this timing chain is loose, which is bad. But these marks back here appear to be aligned, so it may just be that it has lost one of its guides but hasn't skipped a tooth yet. So maybe they were just driving this car on borrowed time anyway before it got wrecked. So we'll find out when I do my my compression check here in a second if there's been any valve damage from timing issue. So let's proceed with that. Okay, first thing I'm going to do is take out all the plugs. Alright, I'm going to turn the motor over here and see if I can get it to top dead center number 1. that's it. So let me show you something here. Okay, so if we come down here on the crank, so you see there's a little, let's see if I can do this with no hands. So there's a mark right here. There's a corresponding notch on the pulley right there. So you can probably see I got them lined up. And then if we come up here and check number one cylinder, you can see both lobes are up, valves are closed. So that cylinder should be top dead center right there. So let's do we'll plug in the pressure and see what it looks like. That's good. So maybe I should write these down. This one's reading 10% leaked. That's not bad. All right, according to my book over there, firing order is 153624. So next one up should be cylinder 5. So as I crank it over, so here's 1. These are actually numbered, which is helpful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this one should be next. Let's crank it over until this one looks closed. Both valves closed. Alright, that's going to be pretty close. You can see the lobes are both as up as they can get. I can see the cylinder down through the hole right at the top. So this should be good to go. Checks out good too, about 10%. Alright, next up, number 3 should be this guy. Checks out good. This one's not quite as good as the first 3. I can hear some leak by, but it's still testing pretty good. It's maybe 15%, not even that, 12.5. Best one yet. Just a shade under 10%. Sounds good too. 9%. Okay, I think everything on our new engine here checks out pretty good. So here's all the numbers I got. The worst cylinder was 12.5%. Most of them 10% or a little less, which I think is good. So that's a good sign of at least the basics of a healthy motor. So I'm happy enough with that. I did want to show you just for a point of reference. So this is the original GTI engine from the last car that dropped a chain, and first plug I pulled out, you can see, is completely gnarled. This should never get hit by the piston, so there must have been something in there that got jammed up against it, piece of valve, or I don't know. Not good. I couldn't even get my little tester in that spark plug hole anymore because it was all chewed up. But I got it here on what is this? Cylinder 5. Plug came out, looked okay. No, where did I do with it? I don't know. Oh, it's right here. So this was the cylinder 5 plug. It's fine. Got the thing in, but let me show you the problems here. Major leak. So this one's way down at 60%, which is basically just wide open. So it's probably not even got valves in there anymore. Who knows? They're crunched up. All right, everybody. I think that's it for today. Checked what I can check on this motor, and it seems like basically it's healthy, so that's good. Now that I know that, I'll go ahead and start ordering some parts for it. I want to do, I'll do new plugs. I'm going to redo the timing chain and guides. I'm going to do water pump. I noticed maybe some leaking at the rear main seal, so when I have the clutch apart, I'll investigate that a little more. And then some cleanup, and this one will be ready to put in. So now I just need to get back to getting the old one out. So, see you next time.